we will begin, and that needs to stop real quick.
Calvin.
Welcome to Keith and the Girl. I'm Keith Malley.
I'm Chemda.
The Kickstarter final hours. No, it's the final minutes. KeithandtheGirl.com/kick. There's not even time to explain what I'm talking about. It really is the final seconds. Take a look. KeithandtheGirl.com/kick. Today's guests, ladies and gentlemen, first off, she's been on Conan O'Brien, Stephen Colbert, David Letterman, America's Got Talent. Her album, Dance Like You Don't Need the Money, was named SiriusXM's Comedy Album of the Year.
Say what?
And just came back, by the way. A tour that included Greenland.
You know so much about me.
Carmen Lynch.
Hi.
Hi.
It's been a while.
Do you know Greenland is a trick? They named it Greenland to get more visitors, but it's actually freezing cold and not very green. Is that true or false?
Absolutely 100% true.
How cold does it get?
We were there. It was a -6.
So cold, they should call it Iceland.
Well,
What's up, everybody?
No, I think they deliberately made.
I think they flipped names.
They tricked the names to trick visitors. How cold did you say it gets?
It was -6 for us, but the week before it was like -20.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Celsius?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
Celsius.
whoa.
Whatever ours is.
Oh,
No, Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit.
Sorry.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, I'm half Spanish.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but they give you, they give you coats and stuff.
Oh, they
Well,
give you
gave us
coats. Oh,
Like,
good.
but, warm coats. And you're literally outside from the plane to the building.
But they have to
heated
warn
fans.
you. They have to warn you if you're outside for so long, you will get frostbite.
They have a certain system, and it's either a bell or something. No, I'm serious. Where it's like you have like 30 minutes till frostbite, 10 minutes till frostbite. Like there's a certain amount of time that you're allowed to be outside. But that's not the most dangerous part. The most dangerous part when you land, they walk you into a building where they look at your passport and everything, but then they also give you a little lecture on polar bears. Like you have to be careful.
And then do they offer a plane that's heading back right away? What? Shouldn't you be warned about this like when you're heading to that place?
I mean, I don't think they care. I think it's exciting. Like I was like, oh great, this is fun. And then they told us that a polar bear just attacked one of their dorms like the week before because someone left cookies out.
Oh, that's so
And
fun.
luckily- I know, it's cute.
Yeah, it's adorable.
And then we went paw hunting and we found some polar bear paw prints.
You went paw hunting?
I mean, I call it paw hunting, but we went around with some, after the show, they were like, do you guys want to see some of the polar bear paw prints? And we were like, yeah, we were drinking, like, okay.
I swear I thought you said we went pot hunting. And I was like, this is a very new adventure.
For the military, yes.
Phenomenal.
But you're supposed to watch out for polar bears, but you go look for them for fun?
In a car. Yeah.
Whatever.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
sure a polar bear doesn't give a shit about your car.
Yeah, they respect cars. I don't understand safaris. You can't get out of your car. These animals respect a car.
I mean, they're not like all over the place, but they do have a map and they have little prints to show where they've been seen. And
the
they
bears-
will look, people will go looking. Yeah.
But the bears have access to that map now.
Yeah, but they're not like chasing you or anything. I mean, you have to kind of fuck with them a little bit.
I'm going to need some support on this. Also joining us, he's been on
I'll show you pictures of the prints.
I'm happy you're live. The Game Show Network, Oxygen, National Geographic Network. Ladies and gentlemen, featured in the AV Club and Splitsider, Calvin Cato.
Hello.
Is this the craziest thing you've ever heard, Calvin?
Yes, it is. I will never go paw hunting.
But also exciting, right?
That sounds like in the South what you do when you're ready to find your dad.
I was just thinking that.
That one took a second for me. Aw.
Who were you?
Like Little
And then
House,
he attacks you.
Little House on the Prairie.
Who are you performing for in Greenland?
Military.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are they holding up?
Amazing. They're great.
Okay.
Yeah.
They brought the right coat.
Did you Kyle was saying how when she was overseas, she would learn these little things that made the soldiers go crazy with excitement. For
Like
example,
showing her tits.
Yeah.
right, by fucking them. And
Yeah.
I'm like, well, you're at work. You know? What am I gonna
Anything
tell
for
you?
your career.
Right. First, making reference to apparently the army personnel shits in their own showers and stomps it with their feet. And it makes everybody go nuts. They love it.
Did she make that up? Because we
No.
were specifically told not to like make any jokes about them.
They loved it.
Oh. Well, we made jokes about like,
Maybe they're more sophisticated in Greenland than
made fun-
Middle East. The Middle East, you kind
we
of give
made
up.
fun of them about, that's true.
There's a lot going on over there.
Anything to make them laugh. No,
Hello, my baby.
No, we were told specifically not to make fun of them
Okay.
or talk about politics.
Right.
But we could make fun of like, oh, you guys have polar bears or whatever.
Sure.
You know, anything that we saw. And we came from the Bahamas and went to Greenland, so that was quite a change.
Who made that itinerary? Fire
kind
them.
of the only thing that was hard was packing. Everything else was like interesting, you know. But Aaron, do you know Aaron Jackson? Aaron and I, we were bitten by like at least 80 bugs. Like I have bug bites all over my legs. Like, you want to see them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, now they're better.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, whoa.
But I had to have like steroid cream. Like it was bad. We were addicted to Benadryl the whole time. We could not. Wow. I mean, they're just all over. And this is nothing. They were huge.
Oh
and
my God.
they have these bugs in the Bahamas called no-see-ums.
Oh, yes. I know
You know
those.
that?
Yeah.
I thought it was made up. No-see-ums? It's like, who makes that, you know?
Peekaboos.
Yeah, peekaboos. Fuckums. like they're
Kill all humans.
They're like, no, see-ums are these little bugs. Ha, 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 and they'll bite you and whatever. And we were like, whatever. And for some reason, they didn't even touch the guys. They didn't touch Joe DeVito or the guy responsible for the tour. And Aaron and I were just eaten alive.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a whole thing because my dad's from Jamaica, and so when we would go down, like my mom would try to slather me in as much like anti-bug repellent stuff as possible, but they still get you.
They get you. And I have a gig in Key West next week, and I read that they have no CMs, and I'm like, I'm ready this time.
Is the Bahamas for the troops also?
Yeah.
That's the gig you want, right?
They like to party. They're
Yeah.
fun. Maybe I'm not allowed to say that. I don't know. Don't listen if you're from the military.
Right.
But they're fun.
Yeah, we had no idea you guys like to party.
So whenever you
crazy.
when you sign up and those recruiters will promise you anything, insist on Bahamas. You know?
You mean where to go? I mean, it was
if you're a soldier. I mean.
Yeah. Well, the thing about Greenland is if you go, you can only go for a year because the whole time we were there, it was dark. So even at 1 o'clock in the afternoon when we went to lunch, it was like midnight the whole time. And we missed the Northern Lights by a day. Like they have signs to see when Aurora Borealis or whatever's happening.
I've seen it online. I get it.
This is amazing.
It's crazy. They said that when it's daylight all day, they just watch the sun like make a big circle above the sky. I find that stuff so cool.
Do they know about the internet yet? I'm just wondering because they have very limited things to do.
They do, but they they have a good time.
Okay.
And you're only allowed to be there for a year. And most people who go there volunteer. And if you volunteer, you usually get your choice of the next one. So if you're like, oh, I really want to go to Hawaii, but everybody does that, I'd say go to Greenland for a year and you'll probably get it.
Okay, into that. Nice compromise.
That's fair. That's a lot of darkness, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then eventually it goes, I think by February it's an hour.
What kind of camouflage are they wearing over there?
You mean for the bears?
Well, you have to wear a uniform, right?
Yeah, a lot of contractors are there. There aren't that many people there.
No, what color are their uniforms?
Oh.
Like, are they all white? Or are they the same green?
No, they're the same. Yeah.
They're green. And
What are they hiding from in their green?
They're just working on stuff. Like, I don't know if I'm allowed to say. I'll tell you.
I'm sure you know so much. I don't know if I'm allowed to say. Carmen almost spilled it. Now, don't even say for our country.
We
Carmen.
saw things that we weren't allowed to take pictures of.
Yeah, I'm
but,
sure
you
they
know.
just say that. Don't tell them that we eat lunch. Okay, Carmen.
Just an apple.
Right. Cal, by the way, speaking of, you're dealing with these soldiers that have to see traumatic things. I heard not too long ago, Calvin, is this a true story? You're on the subway.
Yes.
You saw a woman jump in front of the train.
No.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh gosh, that was so long ago. But yes, that did happen.
See, Carmen was sitting over there like, no one can top me.
I know.
I saw the troops, intelligence.
That totally top. That's crazy. Oh.
How do you say it's on the train that you're on?
Yeah, I was on the train. Oh my God, this was so I had taken a bunch of days off of work from Christmas through the New Year.
Okay.
And it was the day I was supposed to go back, and I was already going through like a bunch of stuff. And I remember getting on the train. I was in the first car of the train, and I just heard like a yell, and heard a like noise, like a boof, and like this woman like jumped in front of the train, and it was really sad too. Like she jumped in front of the train. She was only 15 years old.
I'm glad you were clear. You're just not inconvenienced. It's sad too.
It was like real hard because I was like, my vacation's over. Like, way to adjust.
I'm already having a bad week.
Yeah. I was like already in like a rocky relationship, and then this happened.
Right.
But no, but yeah, she like was only 15 years old. She jumped because like her boyfriend had dumped her, which was actually a weird catalyst for me. I mean, I didn't jump in front of a train myself. I
You
just
find this in the
talked.
paper later. You don't hear her shouting all that
Yeah,
information.
no.
Right.
Wait, you heard about it later? Seriously?
No, he heard the details later.
Yeah, it was like he unfriended me. Like it was like
Stop the train!
I was talking to my mom. I did my best.
Oh my god, we had a sponsor to like text a therapist, and in our ad we were just like, don't fucking kill yourself. That's late. Like we just said all this shit, and then they check on it and they're like, hey, this company does not like that you make fun of death.
No, we're telling you get some help. That had to mess you up for a bit. You're sensitive,
oh.
right? I mean, I'd go on with my day, but you're a caring person.
Yeah, no, I mean, it messed me up. It messed me up a little bit because I still had to go into work because I thought I didn't have to, but they were like, you still have to come in. So I went into work and then like freaked out and then I just kind of stopped going to work for a bit.
What kind of work was it? It's not a suicide hotline, right?
Oh, God, no. Book editing. So worse and better.
Okay.
Wait.
Yeah.
You saw this woman jump in front of a train.
Yeah.
Heard it.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
you
Well, no.
felt it.
Well, no,
you
heard
felt
it.
the train.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. Well, no, I heard it, but then
Right?
like I was in the first car, so like the conductor, like I saw where the conductor was like, I can't believe this happened again. So this is the second time it happened to this guy, and he just throws open the door, and you could see like blood on the windshield.
No.
That was when I was like, oh, holy shit, like this is bad, and so like they had to stop it. I gave a statement to the police, and then I went into work. But
Wait. So that's the thing. So you called work and said, hey, I think I'm going to take a sick day because somebody killed themselves in front of me, and they were like, no, buddy, like you didn't die, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That's what they said. This is so ridiculous, the culture of work that we have, that you can't take a day off because somebody jumped in front of a train and you saw an amount of blood that requires you to take the day off. That your boss, it's so important, whatever the fuck you were doing over there. Did you read right that day?
Did I? Well, it was like, sorry.
Exactly.
It's still insane. Because it was like,
Exactly.
well, I actually ended up leaving.
What's Dr. Cato supposed to do over here? Stitch the girl together?
Oh, I think he needs to go home and have a minute.
Yeah, like I did end up leaving work like super early. I told my direct boss, I was like, I can't really be here right now and process this because all of this just happened. And then my friend worked around the corner, and like I literally was straight up just drinking like all day because I was like, I just saw this, and my friend was like, this is really, are you okay? Like, how are you gonna get home? And I was like, I don't know. And he just like gave me his credit card and was like, I'll just hail you a cab and you pay for a cab and go home because you can't be in the world today.
Oh, I swear to God, if somebody jumps in front of that cab, your day's ruined.
I just live in Manhattan then. That's what would happen.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Yeah, that was nuts. And then I also felt so bad too because I was in this like relationship that I knew was like coming towards an end, and so the next day I met up with this comedian friend who like gave me mushrooms for the first time,
Oh
and
my
I just
God.
that was a wild week. So that happened. Then I tripped really hard on these mushrooms and got to a fight with my boyfriend at the time, and then we ended up
While
breaking
on
up.
mushrooms?
Yeah.
What are you doing talking to each other?
I don't know. I was like
Okay.
walking through City Hall Park barefoot, and like I just was like feeling myself. I don't know. It was real weird.
Did you call him? Hey, the mushrooms want to tell you something. This isn't me. I'll be back soon.
The fight was over the phone?
Yeah, all over the phone. It was real bad and long. And he was like, can you at least put on some shoes and go home? And we can have a fight at home. And I was like, yeah, I guess. But like, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know about anything anymore.
I'd rather hang out with the rainbows.
Yeah.
They don't give me a hassle. And then was that the end of the relationship?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's the way it was supposed to go anyway. But don't you know deep down, hey, I'm on mushrooms. Let's not make phone calls.
I mean, well, now I do, yes.
Right. But you
Keith,
don't.
you're so clear-headed.
But you don't want him back anyway. Like if you wanted him back the next day, you could work it out and go, shit, I won't do mushrooms anymore,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
No, true. I mean, yes. But also, like, it was one of those things where, like, I knew it was over, and the mushrooms was kind of just like, hey, just do us. It's fine.
Right.
We'll help you.
Okay.
Wait, am I supposed to hear you before I put it in me?
I've never done mushrooms. Have you done mushrooms?
I just recently did it for the first time.
How
What did
was
you
it?
think?
Last week I did it.
Well, she's divorced now. So here's the lesson.
Mushrooms are ending relationships. I hear you.
They were good. They weren't as bananas as I thought it would be, but it was like a very intense and it's overwhelming at some points, a little bit uncomfortable, but in that discomfort, there was like pure joy. I also sobbed a lot. There was like, oh my God, is this going to get too much? And then like there's that grasping of yourself, like this can take over or I have a brain right now. That was really interesting. Music was phenomenal. Like music is just sucking you in and dictating the next place that you go, it feels like. And that was really nice.
Did you do them indoors or did you do them outdoors?
I did them in my place, and it's cold, so we went outside a little bit, but because it's cold, it's a little more uncomfortable. Plus, I don't know, I felt so heavy. Like everything, like the intensity of the emotion and your body, like it definitely is affecting. So it's so heavy that when you make the decision to go outside, you have to like not think about it and just do it before you just sit there and go, wait, we didn't go outside yet.
And how long does it last?
Still
This
going.
The mushrooms told me to do this podcast. I thought it would last like 7 hours. At 4 hours, all of a sudden it stopped and never came back.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? That's so short.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
4 is good though. I could do 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4's tops.
I feel like 4 is a like nice safe number. Yeah, mine was like 6 hours. Like after hour 4, I took like a monster shit and it felt amazing.
Oh, so good.
It was so nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna do it just for the shit.
Yeah.
And so, like, some of the crying felt like poops. You know what I mean? Just like, wow, I just pooped out some emotion.
I'm looking at Carmen's tweets. You can follow at Carmen Comedian. She says, I just farted on the subway and did an amazing walkaway performance like it wasn't me. I remember an older tweet from Carmen where she said, I just farted on the subway and oops, I forgot I was wearing headphones.
I remember that tweet. It was like, does it count if you're wearing headphones and you fart?
No, I've had an accidental fart that snuck out, and then I was on the subway. I stand up, I turn behind me, and obviously no one's there. I was sitting there. I go, what the fuck?
Yes.
And then I start walking away disgusted.
Well, you have to sometimes because it's not usually. Mine don't really smell. You know what?
Course
It's
not.
more about the sound. You're like, it's loud right now. I can do it. But then every once in a while, you're like, oh my
no.
God, that smells. And that was when I noticed this guy sitting on the train. And he just looked up at me because I was the only one right there. And I did the same. I went, oh, and I just walked by. And I'm like, you're not going to act like it's me, buddy.
I've farted like while I was laughing or just escape. Like I didn't think it would make sounds, and all of a sudden everyone could hear it. This is my response when that kind of shit happens. I go, and I just pause.
Does that remind me? Does your boyfriend's kid live with you, or just
Only like
visits?
twice a week.
Twice a week, not bad. Okay.
No.
Do you guys ever have like fart contests?
No, he's farted in front of me though. He's way more comfortable with me now.
Okay.
He used to be more,
He was
shy.
He was shy. I remember you were telling a story like he would come over and he would hear noise in the kitchen. He assumed it was Dad. He would go to visit. Hey, oh, it's you. Never mind.
Yeah.
I never had a thought. Bye.
Yeah.
But now it's working out.
Now it's better. Yeah. He wasn't able to even be in the room alone with me before.
Oh,
Like
wow.
he's like, need a daddy. And I could tell because I would sit down at the table and he would just like act like he forgot something in the kitchen. Like I was just, he was so
he forgot
shy.
his dad in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I gotta go get something.
But now I think because his mom is seeing people, like I think it's one of the things in their head. They're like, oh, there's balance. You know what I mean? I think it's that. I don't know.
So
How old is he?
He's 10.
Oh, okay.
So I have to make sure that these stepkids I have, that their
Yes.
dad is getting laid.
Yeah.
Right?
And let the kids know.
Yeah, the kids have to find out.
Talk about it in front of the kids. Have you met all of them? Because I know you met one of them.
No, I met with you under false pretenses. You know, me and Carmen pretended that we were long lost friends, and
That's right.
Best friends.
Yeah, started with a lie.
and Carmen's cousins were there, and so there was a couple kids, and I sat next to Kyle's youngest son, and I didn't think the son was really paying attention necessarily, but apparently the next day. He brought me up out of the blue and said, "Oh, was that friend of yours?" And she said, "Keith, yeah, he has a lot of cool games on his phone." So he liked me.
Oh,
You know what?
That's good.
It's kind of like, meeting the puppy of someone and you have bacon in your pocket.
Yeah.
That's him. It's like, look at all these games.
Well, you have to kind of bribe them a little bit, and then I tried that, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. I'll wait until he's ready.
Right.
You know, because I want to like buy him shit so he'll like me.
Yeah,
And
but
I'm
I feel like kids can feel that, and then they'll always just go, "Oh, Carmen's the one who wants to like me and will buy me shit."
Totally.
And go fuck yourself.
And-
Buy me this.
But also, I did buy him this cool T-shirt, and for his birthday, and he literally just looked at it and went, "Oh," and then just moved on to the next gift.
Good.
No,
Ouch.
thank you or anything. So I was like, you know what, that doesn't work.
Yeah. No, it doesn't, because his dad can buy him a fucking shirt. Why are you
Right.
buying him a shirt?
Because it was like
Sorry.
this cool. No, but it was
Like,
like this.
mortified and offended.
It was like this, like it wasn't Rick and Morty, but it was like a specific. I
Oh,
think it
okay.
was Rick and Morty, and it was like this specific line that he always said.
Right.
And I
Oh,
was
okay.
like, I was on the road, and I was like, I have to get this.
That's
for him.
cute. You know
And he
what?
was like, oh, and then that's it.
That's always, I'd appreciated that shirt.
Me
Yeah.
too. And when I was 10, I wouldn't have been able to look you in the eye and said
Oh,
thank
really?
you. No, I would absolutely not. And it would embarrass me that I actually enjoyed the gift, because
Yeah.
I wouldn't know how to express that to you yet, but it would be of note and in the back of my mind.
But you know what I do notice is that he wears it a lot. So
that's
yeah,
all you
that's
need.
his
Yeah.
way. Yeah.
Oh, I might have messed up. I got one of the kids a shirt. He said, "Oh, okay." So I took it back and I gave it to another kid.
Nice.
A different kid
nice.
or one of the.
He
one of
doesn't
the-
know.
One of the three.
Just a kid on the street.
Right. I did not meet the other two kids, but they know about me because, Jesus Christ. So
Because you're Googleable?
because me and Kyle, we send dirty texts. Well, Kyle thinks nothing of it by handing the phone to the daughter.
Oh my God! So she found them.
Yes.
Does she accidentally find them, or does she go to her text messages and look for you?
I believe it. I understand it popped up.
The way she said it is, as the daughter was looking for, like, maybe through a map, ding, Keith's thing comes in and
it's
popped
like, I
up.
want to lick your ass. And
Yeah.
then she
Yeah, I was gonna
finds
say, how
it?
dirty is it?
I'm
Use euphemisms.
I'm a poet. I'm probably like I can you know, I know the inside of your pussy on my tongue like Braille, and I can draw it freehand. Who knows what I wrote? But I bet it was sweet.
Yeah.
And
That's the sweetest. How come she doesn't understand that?
Yeah.
and you know, and then the daughter's disgusted, and then she just the other day she tried to, like, you know, throw the mom a zinger, like, why don't you go email Keith, like, you know, something stupid like an idiot would say, and then and then that was in front of the older son, who's like, who? And so, you know, then it. So
I think they listen to this. Hey guys. No.
Yeah, no.
I don't know how they don't think, you know, Google your mom, but I guess, you
Because
know.
mom's boyfriend is probably boring and talking about, you know, what did Trump say to who gives a shut the fuck up?
Yeah.
Give me back my video games. And a milkshake.
But you guys have been like going, like you went to a party together last night, right?
Me and the mom.
Yeah.
I call her the mom.
Yeah.
Is that what you did and that's why we didn't work? Just kidding, guys.
Oh. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, it's you know, it's holiday season, so
Yeah.
it's you know, you scoops, you make your rounds at these little parties, and so yeah.
No, but it's nice that you guys are going together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that has nothing to do with the kids, though.
Yeah. Fuck the kids.
What am I going to do? You know, first of all, I'm not going to get to know them during Christmas. I didn't enjoy them for a year. They don't get presents.
Yeah.
You know, maybe next year.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe next year we'll start. I just meet you and I owe you.
Right.
Well, not that you owe them, but you can be like, hi, you know, your mom's lovely, and here's like a ring pop, or I don't know, whatever kids.
Oh,
like.
wow.
they
You
would
would
love-
die in this.
Ring cock for a 16-year-old.
Oh,
Wow.
you're dead. You're like when Gwyneth Paltrow tried to be on food stamps for a day.
Yeah.
She fucking died with her cilantro.
Oh my God.
Like, I don't have enough money for the second day. I guess I'll try again next week. No, Gwyneth, you died.
She lasted 2 days and gave herself a C+. No, I haven't. Yeah, there's no hurry, but no, you get presents. You make your mom come home early after we do it. You're not getting presents, you know.
Yeah, kids need so much attention. It is an adjustment, I have to say.
Yeah, when
To
my
date
dick
someone with
needs
kids.
this much attention.
And,
What? This is why I don't date. I don't know what you people do.
It's okay, I don't either. I'm
Right?
serially dating.
now she's saying how the
Fucking breeders.
Right. Ugh.
Kyle's saying how the oldest son is giving her hassle and going to school late.
Yeah.
I'm going, who cares?
It's because of you.
Go to school. right. Well, you know what? Anytime something happens, you know, Kyle thinks like maybe it's the divorce and the adjustment, and I'm like, or maybe they're kids, and it's not that deep. Don't go to school. What do I care? Now you don't go to college, and you just saved me $60,000. Oh, I don't care.
Yeah.
Either way, you're leaving the house at 18. I don't care.
Also, it's nice that you offered to pay for their college.
Right, because I see the end game, and I don't have to. So yes, of course.
But you will kick them out at 18.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah.
That's 2 more years.
Yeah.
He's gonna need his own bedrooms. He's got to kick one of the kids out.
It's up to them if I get the top bunk or the bottom bunk, but someone's getting the fuck out. You should hurry.
How was the party yesterday?
It's a party.
All right,
You know.
that's fair.
How you doing? What's new? Nothing's ever new. Next person, what's new? Nothing's ever new. The end. And we'll do it again tonight somewhere else. She's good, though. We were in and out in 15 minutes. Then no way was I pushing it, you know? So I'm like, all right, I'm with the right person.
Did you go to more than one party?
Last night was just one party, yeah. But tonight's another one, and I think there's another one. And, you know, apparently you got to, as a comedian, you got to make the rounds. And go, I'm still alive. I respect your club.
Yeah.
That's what I'm being taken to right
Pretty
now.
much, yeah. It's like I haven't quit yet, I swear.
Yeah. Okay, good. Here's a piece of sub
Send
sandwich.
in your avails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
and then you got to take pictures while you're in there for proof online later.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Oh man, having fake kids is fun. It sounds like Keith. You're doing really well as a non-stepdad.
I know.
yeah, there's not much to do.
That's so nice of you to say.
When she has to go home, you let her. You know?
Never block the door.
Yeah.
For a mother.
How long have you been with this kid? Or how long have you been dating with that?
Well, we've been living together for a year, so he's been in this apartment for a year.
Have you done your version of family Christmas cards, or is that not your place?
No, I've never done those.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
She's a comic. They like get them and then literally take a shit on them when they run out of toilet paper. No, that's not what you guys do.
Wait, these family cards?
Yes.
Yeah, it's, you know.
Okay, we'll
Not
do
a
that.
thing.
Thank you, Kenta. We'll do that ad later. Will you see your man on? Will you see your man on Christmas? Or
No.
not at all.
No, because I'm. It's that kind of year where I feel like I need to go home, see my parents,
Right.
because you know they're getting older and stuff.
Okay.
And then he has a kid, so we're spending Christmas in like Key West for 4 days while I do
Ooh.
gigs with the no-see-ums,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna separate on the 23rd.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'll be fine. And then I'll see him for New Year's
Right.
in Albany. Whoa!
Oh, hubba. Destination party.
The Golden Globes are coming up, and
Which one is that one for?
movies and TV.
Together.
Yes.
Okay. Do they separate? Do they go like in this for movies and then in this for
They
TV?
put it all together. It could
Wow.
win best song. It could win. Yeah, of course it's separate.
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes don't they put like animation and comedy together in one of these things?
Sure.
I am not making crazy shit up. These people are nuts.
I think, well, they do it for like The Simpsons and stuff like that, right?
Thank you.
I think so.
Whatever that means. He's on my
They
side.
do it for the Simpsons and stuff. Black Panther versus the Simpsons versus A Star Is Born. Versus Ariana
Handmaid's
Grande.
Tale.
Right.
Just
Handmaid's
Ariana
Tale.
Grande. Versus Thank You Next.
But as for movies, this is best motion picture drama. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
And this is surprising. Black Panther.
Yay.
Now, does that have a chance, or is that just like cute?
I mean, I don't know how much of a chance it has. I hope it wins, though, but I don't think it's going to.
What's it up against? Why wouldn't it win? Go ahead. I mean,
Because-
I know I wouldn't win because of history, but okay.
Yeah.
Wait, it's black people, but they're not chained properly. Do we
Yeah.
like this movie?
It's like, how much are they suffering, and is there a white person helping them? No,
Yes.
great.
They
I
seem
think it
really
has a chance, though.
Yeah, but they seem really emboldened, like, but by themselves. It's very odd.
I mean, there was one white guy, but he was just secondary. It was so weird.
Wait, he wasn't throwing Snickers at them to be better people?
No,
Oh,
no,
interesting.
no one even
interesting.
shit in his pie. It was so weird.
Wow,
Yeah, I
wow,
know.
wow.
What is it up against?
Okay, now the big deal is that this is the first superhero movie ever to be up for Best Picture, I'd assume, unless we're talking, 1920 Superman. Black Panther, it's up against Black Klansman.
Oh,
Oh, I heard that's good.
More of a true story.
black on black crime. Okay. Good.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
What? That just
Oh,
happened.
Yeah, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, that's how these awards go.
That's not going to
Oh,
win.
okay.
But keep going.
Yeah.
If Beale Street Could Talk,
What?
No idea.
A Star Is Born.
Oh no, A Star,
A Star
is
is
Born.
Born. That was really good, though. Did you like it?
I didn't
Oh.
watch any of these, and yet I understand that you have to go, oh, A Star is Born. I listen to you people.
I hated A Star Is Born.
Really?
Yeah, I found it so. Did you see it, Calvin? Also,
I haven't seen it yet.
Keith
but-
hates everything.
I found it so stupid, so simple. That's the word, simple.
Well, it's like the third time that
It's
they've
just
remade
romance.
this.
It's fun. But you're a dude. I like romance.
I like romance too.
Really? What's a romantic comedy or whatever?
Wait,
Romantic
can I give
movie?
you? Can I give you a gauge?
Yeah.
I just watched the movie Her, and I was sobbing.
I
and was
hated that movie.
Yeah.
like, Okay,
Wow.
I hated that
How?
movie.
I heard good things about that
The
movie.
first half was great. The second half, I didn't believe it anymore. I'm
Are
like,
you
you're
human?
No, I hated
my
it. It's
God.
so dumb.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
I like real people falling in love.
You know, see, here's what you do. You look at Chemda and you go, okay, that's one person that likes her. But then you find out who else does also. And it's all mental cases. And then you get to know Chemda better. You know?
I accept.
What's some romance that you liked?
First of all, that movie, A Star Is Born.
Sixth Sense is what you're looking for.
Right,
Looking for the romance.
because she never gave up on him. And he thought that she did.
Oh, goodness.
But he didn't realize that he was dead, right? Star Is Born, he's a drunk. First of all, I understand he's a great musician because apparently, if you remember, he was drunk the night before, and the very next day when he's doing a concert, he put a whole song together for her to surprise her at a stadium. So he's pretty talented, right? That's amazing that everybody in the
With
band,
a hangover, that's hard.
everybody in the band played along. So that's impressive. Sure, he must have really fallen for her. But then nothing happens. He just abuses her, and then gets help for his alcoholism. And then
No spoilers.
Okay, the end.
Yeah. Have you seen the other two?
No, there's actually a total of
three?
4,
Oh.
but no, thanks.
Okay.
Wait, what's
Me
the
neither.
fourth one? I knew.
Just trust me.
A Star Was Never Born.
Oh my God! But now when one of them dies, some newspaper's gonna go, "A star died." You know, a star was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'll work it out because they get paid really high money for doing puns like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I can listen to a song and cry. I can probably listen to that main song from A Star Is Born, the Shallow song, and tear up. But
Do you ever hear me convincing people that I have emotion? But no, go ahead.
But I don't need 2 hours. Well, you're emotion for everything, though. That's stupid. No, everything can't have emotion. Everything has emotion.
Yes.
Okay.
Somewhat, yeah.
Yeah. Good luck living. You should have taken a month off after that subway accident. But I don't need 2 hours of silliness.
I will say the acting was, if I had to pick best actor or best movie, I'd give them best actor. Yeah. I'd give Black Panther best movie. That was a great movie.
Oh, my God. Beautiful. The cinematography was great in that movie. I hope it wins best movie.
What about ew.
But best part about Black Panther, do we all agree that apparently you can own the whole tribe if you're the strongest one?
Oh,
And then do whatever the fuck you want. Okay.
And
yeah, that was a bit
girl
regressive.
who was 16, who was like the surgeon.
Oh, Letitia. I always forget her.
She was too young to. I don't know. I didn't believe that she could do all that.
I believed her.
It was fine. But the rest of the movie, it was great.
But
I just had a problem with
you
her.
But
had-
that was your one problem with the place
I'm
that
like, the
had
casting
technology.
was too young. Like, I don't know. She looked like she was 15, and she's like, I can do everything. Yeah, that was a problem.
Well, Doogie Howser MD was a thing. She was like Doogie Howser but
Yeah.
black.
What about A Quiet Place? Amazing. I
Oh,
thought
that
it
was really good
great.
too.
Uh-oh, look at Keith's face.
Didn't
You
like it.
didn't like A Quiet
It's a great
Place?
love story.
Are you?
First of all, it's a horrible love story because you had to be quiet or monsters killed you. Okay?
That's how you know it's real love.
Right. Now, what I did enjoy was finally I was in a theater that was quiet.
I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say.
Go ahead.
If it's so damn quiet, why didn't they live under the waterfall
Right.
or leave town?
Or not have a baby.
Also, yeah, that actually really
But that
pissed
could
me
have
off.
been an accident.
But then you abort that shit.
No, then you're very, very careful about an accident. You wear 2 condoms.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you
yeah.
can't have a baby. If you have a baby, it's gonna cry. You all will die. They had this baby during the monster invasion.
Yeah.
So he kept it in deliberately, probably looked her right in the eye and went, that's sick. That is fucking sick. And if you look back, anytime somebody died, whether it was the boy, the dad, whoever, it was because of the deaf girl. She created all the problems.
They're so annoying.
So
all of
kill
them.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not all of the problems.
All
Yes,
the problems are her
Calvin.
fault. No, I mean, you know, like the boy thing, that was her fault. But like some of the other ones were not really her fault, and she was doing her best.
Every single time somebody died, it was because of her. Every time. I study this.
No, that
I
old,
don't just say I hate shit.
no, that old man who died.
It's I hate shit for a reason.
Yeah, the old man who died. That was not her fault.
Yeah, right, the old man. You don't even know his name.
Do you think if Keith liked shit, we would have a show? Come on, people.
No, I love to cry. It's my favorite. But I don't need to.
You'd have a problem with Free Solo, I think.
This guy that climbs the mountain.
without the ropes.
Yeah, you know, my problem with seeing that is I know he lives, or
You wish he died.
or they wouldn't put the movie
Yeah.
out. You know, can you imagine? Like they go, "Hey, here's this movie we made about this rock climber that doesn't have safety gear and climbs Mount Everest," and then they go, "Okay, how'd it turn out?" Oh, he died. So anyway, we're thinking the premiere will be. I mean, you really risked it.
So we
You-
found another climber to
if-
finish the movie.
If he died, you wouldn't have heard about the movie. It would just
Yeah.
never come out. Ooh, we'll work on another project. But you heard about the movie, so he lives, right?
It's very weird living stories from mountain climber stuff. Like I was at a convention of sorts where, you know, speakers are speaking about how you're going to motivate yourself and you're going to do even better than you thought. This guy climbed, you know, all of the highest mountains and all this shit, blah, blah, blah. Somehow his story was boring as fuck though. And so he gets to the top of this mountain. He's like frostbitten. It feels like everything's cold. He's near the top and he just made it. He wants to go to sleep. His wife calls him or something. And she goes, put your shoes. He's like, I can't do anything anymore. Blah, blah, blah. Put your shoes back on. Get your gear on. Because if you leave now, you could make some sort of record if you go to the top of this other mountain that's like close enough.
What?
And he's like, I couldn't believe she was telling me blah, 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 but I went and I did it and I got to that one and I came down. Everything's fine. But can you imagine the wife at home?
Fucking his friends, yes. Oh, I found another record, baby.
Don't come home.
She's sending him to a potential death. People die out there. So he lived. So I don't know. I can't imagine calling someone up and going like, you're tired, you can't, but go and do exactly that thing for a record.
That's ridiculous.
And he's one of the few. It's like you said, Keith. What if he died?
Mm-hmm.
You told him to go to another
I mean, they're
mountain?
going to do it anyway, so you might as well watch it. That guy's going to die. He's going to die. Like, if it's not during the movie, it'll be in a year. Like, he's not going to stop. His girlfriend even asked him in the movie, she's like, would you consider stopping? And he's like, no.
Yeah, but why encourage it? You're not even there. You
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
even know the state that he's in.
But honestly, it kind of sounds like stand-up, where they're like, well, you were doing 4 sets, so can you just do a 5th set and just stay out, you know? Maybe she's being supportive of his career.
Yeah, who
Yeah.
knows?
I'm with Keith.
Yeah, she's fucking his friends, right?
Yeah.
Best actress in a motion
If he
picture.
has friends. Okay.
Best actress in a motion picture drama. Glenn Close for The Wife. I guess she's the wife. Lady Gaga in A Star Is Born. If you want to see a Lady Gaga concert, that's a good movie, right?
But people, I don't know if she's going to win this one because people don't like Lady Gaga. Like, they have a weird aversion to her.
You
But
think?
didn't she win some award for like when she was in American Horror Story, I thought?
You should really never listen to me because I'm making all this up and it's coming out of my ass. Like, I haven't seen anything in years.
I mean, for her,
I'm
I had
sorry.
low expectations because she's not really an actress. I mean,
No.
I think she started as an actress or something, but she did a really good job.
Yeah.
For
I
a
was think she
singer.
was good in American Horror Story, and that
Yeah.
show is garbage. But I was shocked by how good she was with the garbage material she was given.
this is exactly how I want people to describe my acting career. You know what? She sings with, they gave her an acting job. She didn't fuck it up.
Yeah, she did great in American Horror Story, right? She
Yeah.
took off her clothes. She was a vampire.
Yeah.
Some deep
But I
shit.
mean, they were going to give it to Beyonce, and it's like I can't believe that Beyonce is not going to be a singer because this was all about Lady Gaga's nose, and she's like, "No, I've tried to be famous,
Right.
and I have a giant nose." And whatever his name is, Bradley Cooper was like, oh no, you need to do this with that nose. That's a great nose.
And that's the real lesson here. Do you have a nose, people? You
Don't
can
change
still
your
do
nose.
it.
Yeah.
You can still do it.
Nicole Kidman in something called Destroyer.
I don't know what that is.
Melissa McCarthy in Can You Ever Forgive Me? I like that a lot.
That was great.
Picture Melissa McCarthy.
Love story.
Not falling into everything. Right?
That was a great story.
That was good.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, go see that.
Rosamund Pike in A Private War.
Is that a thing?
Best Actor,
Oh.
Bradley Cooper, Star is Born. Willem Dafoe at Eternity's Gate. What are these?
I feel like I haven't seen any movies.
I think these are... Did Russia put this together? These aren't real.
On BoJack Horseman, they mentioned Bradley Cooper. Somebody goes, "Oh, there's Bradley Cooper," and somebody goes, "Where? We love him for some reason."
Lucas Hedges' Boy Erased.
Oh, I heard that was really good. I do want to see that.
You have to see it, don't you?
I mean, it is kind of by law. We have to see every gay movie.
Right.
But I heard it's legitimately really good.
Rami Malek, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, I love him.
John David Washington, Black Klansman. Best Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy, Crazy Rich Asians, the one movie
I
Kenda
have to see
saw.
that.
I love that movie.
Stop.
What? You
Oh
didn't
my
like
God.
it?
What did you like about it?
Okay, well, the
Don't
scenery...
give anything away.
Yeah, you really can't.
I like the... Okay, so here's the thing.
Ah! I'm just kidding.
Let me say something. Here's something whenever I have a movie debate with somebody. I go, oh, shit, I hated that. And they go, with a smile on their face, well, and then I go, goodbye.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Calvin, well.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
So I read the books. The books I actually did not think were well written. But
Books.
They're 3 books, and each one gets progressively worse and worse.
Wow.
But I'm one of those people where I'm always like, I want to read the book before I see the movie.
Sure. See if
nah.
they did it right.
Yeah, it was not worth it reading the books. But
Okay.
the movie was great because like it's like cute scenery porn and food porn.
Yes, that's
and,
all
like,
it was. See, I know when people say I like
Oh, yeah.
crazy rich Asians, I'm like, oh, you're into the aesthetic of this.
Yeah.
And so because if you were listening to anything they said, they fucking killed an animal and put the head in her bed.
Mhm.
And then the next scene, everyone's just cool with it.
That scene was even worse in the book because that literally never gets brought up again. And you're
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? In the book? No, but in the book, literally, like, she's like, oh no, this is awful. And then she just cleans up. She never even talks to Nick about it.
Not only that,
It was nuts.
there were 2 characters that were so fucked up. Like the one with the real comic relief. I'm like, appropriate much? Like all you're doing is saying some weird fucking slang in your Asian face, and we think that's adorable. Do you know what I mean? And then the one gay character, you were not offended by that fucking bullshit?
Oh, so
No?
I was, but it's like for a very weird and personal reason that I don't want to talk
Okay.
about on air. But I was like, oh, I don't like this guy.
It's fun.
And it's not his fault. It just is a
No, of
personal
course
thing.
not. Every actor got a job, and I get it. Like she rocked it. She was.
But I like Awkwafina. I thought she was great. I actually liked her role. I thought that was cute.
You're
I didn't
comic.
like, but I didn't
Oh, I
like.
can't
I
wait
know.
to see it.
Yeah, when anybody tells me a movie's cute or a character's cute,
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm over 16.
I mean, I don't think it should win any awards.
You know who likes this movie, and I'm not kidding. Someone who really enjoys lifestyle of the rich and famous. You want to see like a grandiose party with
Yeah.
Right.
with the dress and the the atmosphere, the food. You want to watch richness.
Yeah.
But that's it. I know you're not listening to the dialogue because you would have thrown up.
Oh yeah, no, the dialogue was not
Okay,
great.
There we
but
go.
I also,
Dialogue of the movie was not great.
I wouldn't say their acting was
But-
good. What?
but I love Michelle Yao. I have a soft spot for
Wait,
her.
so
Stop
what
making it so fucking personal. Now we're just assholes. I hate Aquafina. I hate Michelle Yao. I wish them well. I hope the Yaos are doing great. What the fuck is happening today?
I'm sorry.
Jesus. Well, he watched my dog, so I... What the fuck? Well, really? Because I got a Christmas card from him. What? Oh, my God. No, I saw a trailer for this stupid movie. The movie, not the actors personally and their fathers and mothers. The movie
I have
trailer.
a big heart. I'm sorry.
By the way, stop ruining the word porn. Food porn, clothes porn. You can't trick me. I know what porn is. It's porn. Know it when I see it. I know it when you only use one word, porn. I like chandelier porn. Oh, you just like chandeliers. I see an ad for this Crazy Rich Asian, and you could tell this one girl is trying to fit in with her rich friends, and she's at a party, and there's food all over the table, and she goes, "Oh, what's this?" Picks up a bowl, goes to drink from the bowl, and the rich friend goes, "No, idiot, that's soap. That's not food." Now, two things. Why would you just grab? Let's say it was food. Would you just grab a bowl and drink? Like, I thought it was punch, and so I just picked it up and drank it at a party.
I can relate to this, right? Because so I'm Middle Eastern. My family is like way more into the culture than I am, more into religion. And in Passover, you do like if you do this tradition, people walk around with a bowl of water so that you can like do the act of rinsing your hands, and there's some kind of thing. That would be like me going, "No one fucking raised me. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're giving me a bowl. I just take the major bowl. No fucking.
This is mine.
No concept of like what's happening around me, and just fucking drink it. I mean, because to me, it's like, did Asians write that part? Because if a Middle Eastern person wrote that part for me. But where I grew up in, and she grew up in an Asian culture. She grew up in the same culture, just this is more extreme. So I grew up in a Middle Eastern culture. I have a fucking clue.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could tell by context clues that part was dumb.
Yeah, the first time I was offered falafel, I just smashed it into my fucking forehead.
No, you eat that. You eat
that. It's my third eye.
No, you eat
You're
that.
just making up shit. You're in a foreign place, literally, like in someone else's home with someone else's family that you're meeting for the first time. Why are you taking any risks, let alone smashing falafel on your forehead?
If she's not mentally retarded in this movie.
And you know what? They start off the movie by showing how fucking smart she is and how she can.
That's right, because she's a game theorist.
Yeah, so she could basically see your next 5 moves in order to, and she's teaching people how to see that. But not her mother. You know how mother-in-laws are.
Wow. Ugh. I don't want to see it anymore.
Ugh. I mean, you know.
But Michelle Yao.
Right.
Sorry, she's such a nice person.
What sucks is like, sorry, Asians, you got one movie, and all I did is take a dump on it. Can you imagine I did that for Black Panther? But this
I would have to walk out. I'm sorry.
This was insulting. It was insulting.
I mean, so here, like
It just sounds hacky.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it is. It's a
Start
very
to finish.
cookie cutter story. Like, I mean, it's a very basic rom com. It's like, you know, your typical like kind of Romeo and Juliet sort of thing. Well, they don't die, but like, you know, it's very much
What?
like, spoilers.
And by the way, all of this could have been fixed if he wasn't such a fucking asshole.
That's the real
fiance-
problem.
Thank
Is
you.
that he sucks as a person.
Thank you. Let me tell you what he didn't do. He dated her like in America going, "Oh, I'm just a normal person. You're a normal person." But now she's on the goddamn flight and you're not cluing her into what your family is. First of all, fine, you're rich. You want to hide it, but you're about to not hide it. Second, I warn everybody who comes meets my parents. We can leave at any time. These people are fuckfaces. Here's what they're going to look at. Would you like me to take a look at your wardrobe? If you give a shit. If not, come however you like. But I'm not going to be like, "What? You're uncomfortable?" Yeah, everyone's uncomfortable around my family. So you're going to come into this fucking lavish thing and all of a sudden, you know, your friend has to give you a dress
But
from her
everyone's
trunk.
uncomfortable in front of anyone's family. Like, yeah, it's true. Like, you should prepare them.
Yeah, but it's more extreme when you're like, "Oh, I'm flying across an ocean to meet your
yeah.
entire family that I've warned is rich and snobby and fucked up."
And famous.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's right, because they were all like in the paparazzi all the time.
Yeah, so you let me
that was
walk
messed up.
into a place going like, "Hey, regular people," and everyone's just looking at me like I'm a moron?
Yeah.
What is wrong? Dump that fucking asshole after you take $1 million.
I will say that is true.
For your time, there's a dead fucking head of an animal in my bed. Get me the fuck out of here. I don't want to marry you. You still kowtow to your fucking family.
Yeah.
You still bend over to your mom. No, I'm not marrying you. Oh, did she not give you the ring? That you're like, fuck off.
I love her movie reviews.
Right?
So fun.
Well, she sees one every 10 years. You're going to hear about it. But you're saying, Calvin, that you really like crazy technological blacks? Black Panther. What are we talking about? Best motion picture, music, or comedy. We're doing Crazy Rich Asians, The Favorite, Green Book, Mary Poppins Returns, Vice. Some of these aren't even out yet.
Never even heard of it.
Wait, Green Book, isn't that the one with the white guy who befriends the black guy because he has to drive him on the road?
Yeah.
See, that's some
that one?
bullshit. I know. The one this year, not driving Miss Daisy, Redux. Fucking ridiculous. I just can't.
Have you seen it or what's going on?
No, I just read about it, and I read enough to be like, this is that bullshit where it's always like, a white guy's like, I'm super racist, but this black guy who like I had to see suffer the whole time taught me to be less racist and not use the N-word, and I just can't anymore.
Right. Yeah. Thank you for this wonderful long life lesson.
Thank you for letting us be your Wikipedia page into how to be more tolerant. Like, fuck yourself. I just can't with these movies.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Right. He's gonna teach the white guy that it's okay if everybody likes chicken.
Yeah.
Right. I guarantee there's a scene. I guarantee it.
Oh no, I'm sure there's a scene like that, and I'm sure there's a scene like that, and then there's a scene where the black guy overhears somebody using the N-word, and then they have to talk about it. Like, it's not like I can't.
He just can't anymore.
And the guy like is a piano player / jazz musician. Like it's just like, can we load up more stereotypes? Does he also smoke like Negro cigarettes? Like I just fucking, it's ridiculous, and I can't do these movies anymore.
Yeah.
Right. Just give me crazy rich people.
That's why I like Crazy Rich Asians. Is be rich and be hot and throw some like fucking nice satin at me, and I'm fine.
Listen, if you're gonna make a racist movie, make the aesthetic a little better. Let me enjoy myself in one way.
Put porn in it.
Yes. Any kind of porn.
Food porn, chandelier porn,
Nail art porn,
Asian
any
porn.
Like, okay, you can put a race in front of porn. That's fine.
Well, no, that's not.
Oh. Then don't put objects in front of porn either.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
All right. So no to Asian porn.
No.
And no to chandelier porn. All right. It's porn. Everything else can take a hike.
Although I'm so curious about chandelier porn now.
Oh my lord.
That's hot.
Swinging from the chandeliers.
Yeah, that's still porn. That's porn. You just added a person. It's porn. All right. Carmen, you can follow online at Carmen Comedian. That's Twitter. That's Instagram. It's all right there.
It is so easy.
Yeah, it's really easy.
It really is.
And sometimes she writes shit. She's like, I don't even know if people are reading this. That's what it seems to me.
Probably not,
Like,
yeah.
oh, I farted again. And I'm like, okay, I like it.
I don't even realize I wrote that much about farting.
Yeah, no, it's your jam.
I'm done with that.
I know. I figured out your diet. I got postcards with string on the wall. I know what you eat today. The website is CarmenLynch, LYNCH.com. All right. You want to follow what's going on. She had a lot of shows, of course. She's a regular working comedian. See what's going on online. And if you have a chance to see Carmen, you do it because you're never, ever going to be let down. I see some of these comedians are like, this is what I do for a living. It's a Tuesday. Leaning against the wall, not giving a shit. You care.
Thank you. I do lean, but I'm going to stop.
No, I mean, you're so tall, you physically have to.
I have to lean.
Right.
For my back. But tomorrow we have our first Spanish show, Spanish stand-up comedy.
Ooh.
So, yeah, come out.
Wow.
Do 5 minutes. See?
Yeah.
Vale.
You did it.
¿Tú también? Sí.
Sí, qué bueno.
Ah, sí.
Así.
Hasta luego.
También. Right?
Yeah.
Tiempo.
You're dating a Latina. You could do 5. She trained you well.
She trained you.
Yeah, but
minutes.
I don't want her to trick me. It's like
Hola, me llamo Ki. Necesito ir al baño, pero no sé dónde está.
she tricked me into some love letter to her.
Pero-
You know?
Probably.
Voy a la biblioteca, ¿sí? Vamos. Ir conmigo.
Me gusta más.
Calvin, you can follow online. Twitter is Cato Calvin.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram is Calvin's Cato.
Yeah, ask Cato.
Yeah. I said Calvin's. The website is Calvin, singular, Cato.com.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm
So
trying to
just jump
consolidate.
around, have some fun, see what you see. If you find them, you find them. It's like a slot machine, right?
I want to be a hidden gem. That's-
I think the most important part is to spell your name with both C's.
yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Give me CC of Calvin Cato. Ah,
I like that.
Yeah.
Put it on a business card now.
How old are you when the OJ thing was happening and Cato became a big thing?
Oh my God. I do remember this happening because I want to say 11 or 12 because they played the trial and the verdict and I was in class, so that it was on the radio, and we stopped doing class to listen to what the verdict was going to be.
Sure.
wow.
it was like very fraught because it was one of those days because like my class is like predominantly black, but there's some white kids there, and we were like all staring at the white kids until the verdict dropped. And so when it was not guilty, we were like, okay, whew, all right, we're good. And the white kids were like, but okay.
Yeah. Chris Rock makes a good point, right? He's like, the black people are too happy, the white people are too angry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was in the Army at the time, and, it was mostly white in the barracks, and the sergeants and higher were unnecessarily upset.
It was such a big divide. It was like talking about Trump now. Like you couldn't bring it up in casual conversation because it really just said so much about how you feel. Yeah. You know, and it kind of had nothing to do with O.J. Simpson. It was just black people being sick of this, white people being sick of that, and the justice system sucking.
And look at him now. Is he still in jail?
No, he's out.
Oh,
he was like dating someone, I heard. And I was like, who is why?
Yeah. Does that upset you when you realize it's tough out there?
It,
Double murder, kidnapping.
I'm going to jump in front of the next train, actually.
Armed robbery. I'm trying too hard.
Oh, my goodness.
Thank you, everybody. Again, it's the final minutes to the Kickstarter, but we did reach the goal. We're talking about stretch goals now, so thank you so much for that, and we'll talk to you soon.